Good day, everyone. Welcome to OGS Media, where we analyze issues that are tackling food prices in the market. Sometimes I wonder how our politicians behaves after when they get power to execute the obligation that they are constitutionally obliged to. Say our politicians can go to any length during their campaign, can go to bushes, agrarian area, rural area to campaign because they know how extreme and how far their competitors can go during the campaign. So they try to navigate their way to visit the villages, to visit the towns, the local towns, the agrarian, the local people to campaign. So how come those kind of people neglect the people that voted for them after when they gain the power, after when they get to the office, from the federal level to the state level to the local level? Forget the people that voted for them under the sun, under the rain, their choice of aspirant that they voted for get to the power. These people neglect the people that voted for them, the small, medium, and micro scale entrepreneurs that voted for them, the farmers, the locals, the agrarian that voted for them, and focus on their own personal interest. And that time they start awarding contract to the people that are not even in the country during the election, their subordinate, their friends, their partner in business, and awarding some contracts to them and forget the people that are really driving the economy. Did you even know that Nigeria economy basically very much rely on all these small scale farmers, small scale food processors, small scale entrepreneurs than these bigger organizations, bigger corporations, because these are the foundations of Nigeria economy, and when you neglect them, the economy cannot balance on anything you are building it on. The government are saying they are doing some infrastructures in some cities, in some capitals of their state. They will be maybe creating road, building roads, housing, or this thing to make it favorable, to make it attractive to foreign investors. Meanwhile, what are you doing to the local investors? What are you doing to the local entrepreneurs? These local entrepreneurs are the foundation of this economy. They are the one that will build the foundation for the foreign investors to see that okay, this place is really working and will work for our business. And as we can see, one of the instruments that the foreign journalists, the foreign medias are using against Nigeria are corruption, bad government, the complaints of their citizens. When the citizens are complaining, the foreigner are using it against the country, are labeling Nigeria as a poor country, as a poverty country. This is because of what we everybody have already known, that our governments are not helping the citizen. So how can we tackle this problem? The first of all thing is to focus on the locals, focus on the very people that voted for you into power, focus on the street and local entrepreneurs, these medium, macro, and small scale entrepreneurs. Focus on them, listen to them, create and establish an organization, an agency that will look into their challenges, a neutral organization, a neutral agencies that are independent under any government, that are not biased based on party, that this one is from so party, we are not helping you. This one is not, we are talking about the citizens now, so it is not should be based on party or tribe. They focus on the agrarian area, they focus on the local people, the entrepreneurs. They listen to them, they listen to their challenges. I can list some parts of their challenges to you. Why the governments are focusing on the infrastructure of the city very much, even while it is inconsistent or not really helping to an extent. Just focus on the road that we have already and focus on the dilapidated one. Those are in bad condition. Reconstruct them and make them very okay for the road user. Now to the agrarians, let me first talk about the road network. The road network are very very bad. During their campaign, they go into the place, promise them good road, they promise them good water, they promise them good power, electricity, but after when they get to the power, they do nothing for these people. First of all, the road network construct a good road for the agrarians so that they can channel their food, their farm products from the farm gate to the city, to the town, so that the food price will dramatically come down. So, and the people in the city will not be complaining too much about hike price in food in the market. And when these people stop complaining, Nigeria is getting better. Things are improving. There's no much things that the external can use against Nigeria or its politicians or its leaders. So the second one, the cold room that will be powered through solar, that will they generate the power. At the moment, the capacity of Nigeria electricity cannot reach so many places in Nigeria. So you can introduce the solar to the agrarian, to the local farmer, so that after harvesting, they have a place to store their farm produce. One in a community or a town that maybe like 20 or 15 villages can be coming there and store their produce and pay some certain cheaper and subsidized fee to store their goods, and they will be secure in food production. That will reduce much of food spoilage before it gets from the farm gate to the city or the town market. So that in that aspect have reduced the large wastage and spoilage of farm produce. And in the aspect of finance, see people sometimes are blaming farmers that they are the one very greedy and make the food price to be very much increased. But they have forgotten that the inputs that these farmers are using for the production during the cultivation of this farm produce are very very expensive. Go and check the price of fertilizer, go and check the price of the farm input and equipment that they use during the production of all these farm produce before e get to the market, and the transportation is part of it. Government that remove the fuel subsidy, that remove subsidy on naira, that make naira to be flowing, free flowing window, and make it to be competing with hard currencies like dollar, to partially bring the subsidy to secure food production in Nigeria. So when the government are supporting these farmers through financial support, the agencies can organize or establish a cooperative. The cooperative that the agencies will create or establish will be realistically solving the problem without being partisan or without being biased. All these microfinance bank are not helping these people. They are requesting for collateral that in reality that are not really exist. They are asking for so many things. Those that can present some collaterals are even getting the loans with high interest. So the government also open borders. I like the policy of 150 days free entry of foreign food or foreign this thing that I know about rice into the country, so that it will crash the high increase of food price in the Nigerian market. That is a bad idea. Though to understanding that it is to create a relief to the citizen by buying the lower price, but these things are affecting and discouraging the farmers in the locals. It is these ideas and policies are discouraging the farmers. Why are you bringing foods that have already been subsidized by these foreign countries to their farmers? All these kind of policies that citizens are really happy are the food that have already been subsidized from these foreign countries by their government. They subsidize the tools and equipment that the farmers are using, the inputs that the farmers are using to cultivate their farms, so that the output can be well balanced with the realistic of the market, so that the food price in the market from the farm gate will be very, very balanced. All these subsidy that have already been removed from the fuel, the naira, and some other aspects can be channeled into increasing food production, into health, into education, and some other aspects that concern the foundation of Nigeria economy. So while all these things are properly analysed and executed, the citizens of Nigeria will not be complaining too much again. Yoruba used to say, when food has been removed from poverty, poverty has already been eradicated to an extent. The citizens will not be complaining too much, and when the citizens are not be complaining too much, external bodies or external journalists cannot easily label Nigerian politicians as corrupted anymore. Nigerian citizens and the politicians and Nigeria itself will get its respect back internationally. The farmer will not be complaining too much, and the citizens are not really complaining too much. Thank you very much for watching OGN media videos. Continue to watch our videos, subscribe to our channel, like our videos, stay with us every time